In a move sending shockwaves through academia, the Trump administration has frozen new federal research funding to Harvard University. This unprecedented action, announced on May 5, 2025, has ignited a fierce debate about academic freedom, political interference, and the role of federal funding in higher education. At the heart of the controversy lie accusations against Harvard, ranging from a failure to address anti-Semitism on campus to alleged racial discrimination in its prestigious law school. The administration's decision has plunged the university into a high-stakes battle, with billions of dollars in research funding hanging in the balance. This funding freeze is not merely a financial matter, it represents a significant escalation in the ongoing culture wars engulfing American society. Harvard, long seen as a bastion of intellectualism and progressive thought, now finds itself at the center of a political firestorm. The Trump administration, known for its combative approach and skepticism of elite institutions, has seized on the accusations against Harvard to advance its own agenda of reshaping higher education. This showdown has far-reaching implications not only for Harvard, but for the future of academic freedom and the relationship between government and universities across the nation. The freeze on federal research grants to Harvard is a watershed moment in the history of American higher education. Never before has an institution of Harvard's stature faced such a direct and consequential challenge to its autonomy and funding. The outcome of this battle will have profound implications for the relationship between government, universities, and the pursuit of knowledge in the years to come. Central to the Trump administration's justification for targeting Harvard are accusations of a pervasive and systemic culture of anti-Semitism on campus. This claim stems in part from incidents surrounding pro-Palestinian protests and alleged harassment of Jewish students. Critics allege that Harvard's administration has turned a blind eye to these incidents, fostering an environment of hostility and intimidation. Further fueling the administration's actions are allegations of racial discrimination, particularly within Harvard Law Review. This prestigious publication has faced scrutiny over its selection process, with some accusing it of bias against Asian American applicants. The Trump administration has seized on these allegations as evidence of a broader pattern of discrimination within Harvard's hallowed halls. Beyond these specific accusations, the Trump administration has levied broader charges against Harvard, accusing the university of abandoning its commitment to academic rigor and viewpoint diversity. They point to changes in admissions policies, which they claim devalue merit in favor of identity-based considerations. Additionally, the administration has highlighted instances of alleged plagiarism by prominent Harvard faculty members as evidence of declining academic standards. The Trump administration has presented these accusations as symptomatic of a larger problem within higher education, the suppression of conservative viewpoints and the dominance of liberal ideology. They argue that universities like Harvard have become echo chambers, stifling intellectual debate and indoctrinating students with a narrow worldview. This narrative of ideological bias within academia has become a rallying cry for conservatives, further fueling the political firestorm surrounding the funding freeze. So, can Harvard's immense wealth actually offset potential federal funding cuts? Well, Harvard's endowment is indeed massive, but it's also highly restricted. A large portion of it is earmarked for specific purposes, meaning it can't just be used for anything. Plus, managing such a vast sum requires careful planning and consideration. So, while Harvard's financial situation is robust, relying solely on its endowment to cover federal funding cuts isn't a straightforward solution. In recent years, the Trump administration has implemented policies aimed at reshaping the landscape of higher education. One of the key strategies has been to target elite institutions, questioning their funding and practices. This approach has sparked a national debate about the role and responsibility of these institutions in society. The policies and rhetoric from the Trump administration have broader implications for higher education and free speech. Universities across the country are grappling with how to balance open dialogue while maintaining a safe and inclusive environment for all students. The tension between these goals has never been more pronounced. As legal challenges mount against the new policies, the future of academic funding remains uncertain. Universities are facing potential cuts and increased scrutiny, which could fundamentally change how they operate. The outcome of these legal battles will be pivotal in shaping the future of higher education in the United States. In light of these developments, there is a growing call for reflection and reform within higher education. Stakeholders are urging institutions to rethink their priorities and practices to better serve their students and society at large. This moment presents an opportunity for meaningful change.